Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm so excited you are here today because we are diving into something absolutely foundational, something that every single data analyst must know before touching any data sets. We are talking about statistics. Now, before you click away thinking, oh no, maths, I promise you, by the end of this video, statistic is going to feel like your best friend. We are keeping it super simple, super relatable, and I have even got easy memory tricks for you at the end. So grab your notebook, maybe a cup of tea, and let's get into it. Alright, let's start with basics. What even is statistics? Simply put, statistics is the study of data. That's it. It's how we collect data, organize it, analyze it, and then make sense of it. Think of it like imagine you're a teacher and you have the exam scores of 60 students. Statistics is the tool that help you understand what was the average score. Did most students pass or our score improve over time? Now, statistics has two main types, and this is where it get really interesting. Descriptive statistics and inferential statistics. So type 1 is descriptive statistics. Descriptive statistic is exactly what it sounds like. It describes your data, it summarizes what has already happened. For example, the average salary of employees in our company is 45,000. That's descriptive. We are just describing what is front of us. We are not guessing on anything. We are not predicting, just describing. Tools like mean, median, mode, charts, graphs, all of these fall under descriptive statistics. Now type 2 is inferential statistics. Now this is one of the super powerful, and honestly this is the most data analysts use the most. So pay close attention, okay? Inferential statistics means we take a small sample of data and use it to make prediction or conclude about a much larger group. Here is a real life example. Imagine a company wants to know if their new product is liked by customers across all over India. They can't ask all the 1.4 billion people, right? So they survey 1000 customers, analyze that data, and then infer or predict what the large population thinks. That inferential statistics. We are making educated predictions based on a sample. Easy memory trick, you can use a descriptive statistics means describe what is, and inferential, that means infer, which is predict what could be. Okay, now let's talk about data, because statistic is nothing without data. Data is simply raw information, numbers, words, observation, measurement, anything that can collect or analyze. And data comes in so many types. Don't worry, I'm going to break each one down simply. Let's go type by type. So types of data, you can see on the screen. Okay, first is qualitative versus quantitative. Okay, qualitative data that is about categories or quantities, things you can really measure with a number. For example, gender, city name, product categories, color, these are quantities, not these are qualities, not quantities. And qualitative and quantitative data that is about numbers, things you can actually measure or count. Age, salary, sales figure, temperature, these all are numbers. Now both of these break down even further. Let me show you. First, in a qualitative data has two types, nominal data and ordinal data. Nominal means names. This is data where categories have no particular order, they are just labeled. For example, blood group ABO, AB. Can you say A is greater than B? No, they are just names. That's nominal data. Ordinal data. Ordinal means order. Hence, the categories do have a meaningful order or ranking. For the example, customer satisfaction, poor, average, good, excellent. There is a clearly an order here. Excellent is better than good, which is better than poor. But notice, the gap between them is not exactly measurable. That's what makes it ordinal. Now, quantitative data. Discrete and continuous. Discrete data countable whole number, you can count these values one by one. For the example, number of employees 10, 20, 50. You can't have 10.5 employees, right? It's always a whole number. Now continuous data means measurable and can take any values including decimal. For the example, height हो गई, temperature, time, etc. These are continuous values. Now types of data based on measurement scale. Now here is something that makes a data analyst really stand out. Understanding measurement scale. There are four of them. First one is nominal scale. So just like nominal data, categories with no order, example gender, male, female, city, name, product type, no ranking, just a table. Ordinal data, ordinal categories, but the difference between them is not equal. Example, customer rating, poor, average, good. We know good is greater than average, but we can't say by exactly how much. Now interval scale. Interval scale is now this one has order and equal gap between values, but there is no 0 point. Okay, the classic example is temperature in Celsius or Fahrenheit. For the example, 20 degrees Celsius to 30 degrees Celsius is same gap as 30 degrees Celsius to 40 degrees Celsius, but 0 degrees Celsius doesn't mean no temperature exists, right? So there is no true zero. That's the interval scale. Now fourth one is ratio scale. This is the most complete scale. It has order, equal interval and a true zero value. For the example, salary 0 literally means no salary. Height 0 centimeter means no height. Age, weight, sales, all ratio scales data. And here is you can say things like this is twice as much as that, which you can't do with interval. Okay. Quick memory trick for scale. Just remember NOIR. Nominal, ordinal, interval, ratio. Going from least to most informative. Now data based on time, source and usage. We have got a few more ways to classify data. This one is quick but super important. Based on time. Cross-sectional, time series. Cross-sectional, data collected at one point in time. Example, survey of customer satisfaction this month. It's a snapshot. Time series data, data collected over a period of time. For the example, monthly sales figures from January to December. You are tracking changes over time. Super useful for trend analysis. Now, based on sources, there is two type of data: primary and secondary. Primary data you collect yourself, a fresh, first-hand, example survey, interviews, experiments, etc. are the primary data. Secondary data collected by someone else that you are using. For example, government reports, public available data set, research paper. You use it every day when you create projects in Data Analyst. Quick to get, but you have less control over how it was collected. You just have different data sets only. Now, based on usage, in data analytics, we often simply classify data as categorical and numerical data. Categorical data, group or categories, gender, product type, precision. Numerical data, actual number revenue, actual number like revenue, age, unit sold. This is the lens data analyst wear every single day. Alright, so we have variables. Now let's talk about variables. And this is so important for data analysis. A variable is simply a characteristic that can change from one observation to another. This is think of a customer data set. The age of each customer is different. That is variable. The city each customer lives in different from each other. That is variable. Monthly sales change every month. That is variable. Basically, if a value can change, it is a variable. Simple as that. Now, we have types of variables. Okay, based on nature, qualitative and quantitative variables. Just like data types, variables also split into qualitative, yani categorical variable, and quantitative, that is numerical variable. So qualitative categorical variables represent categories. For example, gender, male or female, city, Delhi, Mumbai. Product type, electronics or clothing. Quantitative numerical variable, that is quantitative and numerical variable, represent number. For the example, age, salary, sales. Okay, types of variables. Types of qualitative variables: nominal and ordinal. Nominal variable categories with no order, for the example blood group, marital state. Ordinal variable categories with meaningful order, for the example customer rating, education level. Now types of quantitative variable: discrete and continuous. Discrete means countable whole number, for the example number of employees, number of orders. Continuous variable, that means measurable any value including decimal, for the example height, temperature, time, etc. And finally, this is really important for when you start building models and doing deeper analysis. Variable also have a roles: independent variable, dependent variable. Independent variable, the variable you change or control, it's your input. For the example advertising spend, discount percentage, you change this to see what happened. Dependent variable, the variable that expect, dependent variable, the variable that respond or change as a result, it's your output. For the example sales, profit, this depend on what you do with your independent variable. Control variable. Now control variable is something variable you keep constant so they don't mess up with your analysis. For the example, keeping the same location, the same time period, you control this so they don't interfere with your result. Think of it like an experiment. You change one thing, watch what happened to another thing, and keep everything else the same. Okay. Now easy memory trick for recap. Okay. So let's do a super quick recap with my favorite memory trick. Statistic, any study of data. Descriptive, describe what is. Inferential, infer or predict. Qualitative, categorical, and quantities you can name. Quantitative, numbers, quantities you can count or measure. Nominal, just name, no order. Ordinal, order matters. Discrete, counted, whole number. Continuous, measure it. Decimal allowed. Variable, changeable value in our data set. And that's a wrap up on a statistic foundation. I know that was a lot, but honestly, you now know more than most beginners when they start their data analyst journey. Give yourself some credit. And I have something that you must know about it. Let me give you this. As you can see on the customer and sales data set, ये statistics for data analyst के लिए है. You can see the values and different type of columns and rows, and you just have to think and check it out and understand what I am saying to you in the whole video. Nominal, you just have to categorize the data according to your understanding and then check with this. Okay, I'll give this Excel sheet in the description below. Okay, so you don't have to worry about it. In the next video we are going to take this concept and actually apply them to a real data set. So make sure you are subscribing and have a bell notification so you don't miss it. If this video helped you, please give it a thumbs up. It genuinely helps the channel grow and help more people find this content. Drop a comment below and tell me which concept was your biggest aha moment today. I read every single comment. Thank you so much for watching, and you have got this, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.